Hello everyone, Grandma's back, and we're looking at something slightly different this time. Notice we have two parallel lines. Pretend they will never meet, like railroad tracks. Railroad tracks or the lane on the street. The lane will never come together. Although if you're standing on the railroad track and you're looking straight down, it appears that they're coming together, but they're not. Those rails will stay the same distance apart. It's similar to a lane in traffic. Same problem. So L and M are two parallel lines, so they will never cross. And then we have this other line, T, and T is called a transversal. So what T does is that T cuts the two parallel lines. Let me adjust. All right. So T cuts the two parallel lines, and what they do is create something similar to vertical angles where we will have equal measures. So let's start with, if I took something, could have some paper around here somewhere without writing, but ignore the writing on this. But if you look at just the top, that looks like a vertical angle, doesn't it? It is. And if you look at the bottom, that's also a vertical angle. It is. It's garbage, so I can throw that away. All right, so outside of two vertical angles, and we can also use vertical angles as well, but we have something else which is called alternate interior. So, alternate interior AI. AI for alternate interior. We're using AI for alternate interior. It also means something for artificial intelligence. Also, now the two black ones have the same measure, and the two orange ones have the same measure. So notice they're not adjacent. The black and the orange, they're adjacent. But alternate interior measures are equal. They are not adjacent. One is up, one is down, and they're on the interior of the two parallel lines. Same with the orange. So that says if this is, let's say, 110 degrees, then this is also 110 degrees. Now, how do we determine what this is? Aha, supplemental angle, exactly. So 180 minus 110 is 70. So if this is 70 degrees, this one is also 70 degrees. That's alternate interior angles. So now let's look at alternate exterior angles. Now alternate, remember, it means it's not adjacent. So we have AE here, AE here, AE here, and AE there. Alternate exterior angles. They also have the same measure. Again, notice they're on Opposite sides of the transversal, they're not adjacent. One is up and one is down. But as far as the exterior, they're on the outside of the two parallel lines. So, this is going to seem a little weird, but it's really not, because think about it. If these are vertical angles, and if this is 110, this must also be 110 degrees. If these are vertical angles, if this is 70, if this angle is 70 degrees, this must also be 70 degrees. Wrong color, sorry. And when you add them all up, it's 360 degrees. So that means this is also 70. If this red is 70, this red has to be 70. If this blue is 110, this blue has to be 110. Alternate exterior angles and alternate interior angles. We have one more, and that's called corresponding angles. I'm running out of different colors, so let me see. Yeah, same color. Purple. All right, this is going to be CA. So if this is corresponding, then this is corresponding. I'm going to have to use a lot of different colors on this one. If this is corresponding, this is corresponding. And that's going to apply to the other side of the transversal also. Let's notice one thing with my great colors. They're on the same side of the transversal, which cuts the two parallel lines. One is in the exterior, the other one is in the interior, and they are not adjacent. It's not here, it's with this orange. It's not with the black. So, if this is 110 degrees, this is also 110 degrees, and they must be supplemental as well. So that means that this is 70 degrees and this is 70 degrees. So on the other side, we'll call this 70 degrees. And here my corresponding angle is 110 degrees, and my corresponding angle is 110 degrees. Ooh, confusing? Yes. So, let's look at this without any numbers. Those are my two parallel lines, L and M, and we cut them with T. So this is alternate exterior, alternate exterior, alternate exterior, alternate exterior. Opposite sides of the transversal, both on the exterior. Then we have alternate interior, alternate interior. Alternate interior, alternate interior. All right. I'm going to put a little one on the bottom so we're not dealing with the same issue here. L and M, and this is my transversal T. So that's corresponding, corresponding. Corresponding, corresponding. Notice they're on different sides of the transversal, one inside and one outside, and they are not adjacent. Corresponding, 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 corresponding. That's our completion. I'll come back with the problem.